Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare introduced the Disrupting Harm study in Namibia. This report is part of a 13-country research endeavor on online sexual exploitation and abuse of children across Southeast Asia and Eastern and Southern Africa, including Namibia. The research was conducted by Every Child Protected Against Trafficking Interpol and UNICEF with the support of the Global Partnership to End Violence Against Children through its Safe Online initiative. Joining us to give us some more detail about this report, set to be launched on the 12th of September, is the Program Manager in the Counselling and Child Protection Department of Lifeline Childline Namibia, Zilnadia de Waal. Zilnadia, good evening and welcome to the show.
Hi, good evening, and thank you so much for having me.
Zilnadia, would you please briefly give us a breakdown of what online child sexual exploitation and abuse exactly is?
Okay. Let me first start off with what is child sexual abuse. And this refers to various sexual activities perpetrated against children. And children in the Namibian context is persons under the age of 18. So regardless of whether or not the children are aware that what is happening to them is neither normal or acceptable. So it can be committed by adults or peers and usually involves an individual or group taking advantage of an imbalance of power. So it can be committed without explicit force with offenders, frequently using authority, power, manipulation, or deception. Now, with online child sexual exploitation and abuse, and the abbreviation of this is OXIA. So it refers to situations involving digital, internet, and communication technologies. So at some point during the continuum of abuse or exploitation. So OXIA can occur fully online or through a mix of online and in-person interactions between the offender and children.
So Nadia, what age group and gender mostly fall prey to online sexual exploitation and abuse, and why?
Because of with this specific study, the sample was between 12 years and 17 that was interviewed, and this is also 81% of internet users in Namibia. So usually it is, the gender really, there's no difference. It was both male and female. And usually this is for sexual favors in change for goods or money. So yeah, it can vary, but the most of it is usually in exchange for goods or in exchange for money that this is happening.
Before we run out of time, Zilnadia, just briefly talk to us about, some of the key findings in this report, and perhaps you can also tell us who the most common perpetrators of these crimes are.
The common perpetrators usually, it can be, let me just quickly check, it varies between people that are known by the child. It's usually a family member, it is usually peers, it's a friend or acquaintance, it's a romantic partner that will request naked pictures, a family member, as I already said, and 34% of the study showed that it was somebody that was unknown to the child. So it can vary, but most of it was an acquaintance or somebody that was known to the child, like a friend or an acquaintance. Yes.
What are some of the recommendations in the report as far as combating this issue?
There's quite a number of recommendations that was made to different stakeholders within Namibia that worked with children. So one of them is, I can just mention a few of them, and this is basically to equip caregivers with knowledge and skills to foster safe and ongoing communication with children about their lives online. So this is parents or any other caregivers that needs to be equipped And then it's also to support caregivers, especially those who are not current or confident internet users, to actually find out what are their children, because the study also shows that a lot of parents don't know what their children are busy with online. And just maybe last two ones, it's to help adults who are in contact with children to overcome discomfort when they are discussing sex and sexuality, and to encourage open dialogue about sexual abuse and exploitation online or in person, because many a times children they don't even know that they are being groomed online. They don't even know what is being done to them is wrong. And also to inform children in age-appropriate terms about the risks and the harm of the online environment. And yeah, so it's quite important really to educate children as well as their parents on Oxia and how certain crimes against children can be facilitated through the digital technology.
So Nadia, thank you
Yes.
so much
That's a couple of them. Yeah.
thank you
There's
so
quite a
much for
number of
speaking to
them.
us this evening. We appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
That was Zilnadia Deval speaking to us there on the line. We're going to take a